What's up, guys? Welcome to the Tribe Experience podcast. I'm your host, Skyler Kelley, and I'm here with a really good friend of mine and also your co-founder and CEO and regional manager all at the same time for Hawx Services and for the Tribe, Mr. Derek Childs. What's up, man?
It's good. I'm finally excited. We're actually getting this started. It's been a long time coming. We got Skyler in the house as well. I got to intro my boy right back. We were talking about working together 7 years ago in Paraguay.
Good Spanish. Yeah, we've been talking for a while about doing something, right? And it's now kind of starting to piece together that we're doing stuff. So this is gonna be a lot of fun, man. I'm excited.
I'm stoked.
But before we get to any of the podcasts, guys, here are the KPIs for the week. Pause the video if you need to and check them out on the leaderboards. And welcome right back. So, Derek, we want to introduce you. We want to talk about the tribe. We want to talk about what is going to be the whole idea of this podcast, right? Because it's going to be a good one. We're going to release an episode every week for you guys of our top leaders, our top performers, and just get to know them and what is going on with their production and their teams. So this is going to be a lot of fun. And I'm excited, and you get to be number one because you are the head honcho of this whole thing. So our viewers are going to get to know you guys. We're going to get to know exactly what is the future and the look of the tribe, okay? That is the whole part of this experience, hence the tribe experience.
Yeah, I'm just excited because we're going to have rookies who are coming in. Obviously, in any type of sales industry, there's more turnover than a typical 9-to-5, generally speaking. So I'm just excited for the new rooks to be able to hop in, to be able to say, hey, this is how good this is, and I really want to change the script. I don't want to have high turnover in our org. We've been really good at the last 2 years, and I want us to be a type of organization where people say, I stay because it was an A-plus experience and because I loved making a good sum of money.
Absolutely. And before we get started with anything, guys, this is not a sponsor or an ad, but I do love me some Alani drinks. This is the flavor I'm having today. Derek, what do you have over here?
We got the Breezy Blast bucked up.
Oh, no way. I have Breeze Berry Alani. We did not even plan this either. Cheers to that. That's a stud. That's an awesome first episode right here. Starting off with the same flavor.
Dude, you got to start it off. I got the 300 milligrams coursing through my veins right now.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of jitters going through this microphone. I can feel it. No, if you guys are familiar with the door-to-door sales industry, everyone drinks an energy drink most likely every day. And I can tell you after 5 or 6 years of doing this, I have one practically every day. But I've been pretty good usually in the off-season about drinking these. But today we have one, especially because we're filming with Derek.
Absolutely.
But let's get right into it, Derek. So the purpose of the tribe, okay? We want to show everybody results, transparency of the group, right? And we want to track our progress for the tribe along the way. Hence the reason why we're making this for everybody to see every week, every day, right? Couple goals that we have, right? And I want you to kind of fill me in. So in the industry of door-to-door pest control specifically, because we're Hawx Services, that's who we partner with for the tribe. Okay, we are a region within Hawx Services. We sell pest control door to door, and this is a summer program that most people do, and they get pretty set financially for the next 8 or 9 months out of the year. What makes us different, right? And I want you to talk a little bit about this is our systems, our people, our culture, and the ability to have multiple opportunities to make more money. Right? We tap into fiber. We tap into other parts of the industry like window washing. So why don't you kind of explain to us a little bit about the tribe region's culture and systems and what is there to look forward to from the group? Yeah,
so the tribe was founded in 2020. I went into my first summer. It was a life-changing experience. I made about $100,000 my first summer when I went out. It really changed a lot of things in my life because I had $6 to start. And then
it's $6 in your bank account and you started this job.
$6 in my bank account when I started, yeah.
Wow, okay.
And it was a fun experience, changed a lot of things in my life. And then we came back and we started to grow and move into a next stage. So it started just as pest control, just sales, and which is really good. But I recognize that there's a lot of time being wasted because time is money. And one of the cons to pest control in general is just that there's a lot of the year that we're not making money when we could be. So if you're not in school, then That's time. That's money making time. And so I was like, okay, how can we actually use this sales culture and to grow this? So there's 5 stages in the org. First one is personal sales, the ability to go and make money, like produce revenue. Number 2 is leadership or management, and that's the ability to recruit, to lead, to inspire, to duplicate your time, efforts, and energies. Number 3 is investing. So once you take that money, we can see how well a business owner is going to actually run his books by how well he runs his investing. So that's a really important skill. The number 4 is partnering. After you can do that on a personal scale, you actually move into doing that with multiple people. And we have the goal to work and actually get I have hopes right now to get a cabin to do like Airbnb and short-term rentals out of cabins. Hopefully in Alaska, we've seen a lot of good success there, and to partner with some people this year on that in the tribe. And so those who have the money or choose to invest their money that way with some excellent people, they're going to be partnering. And that's the first stage of real business growth. The last one is number 5 is franchising. The whole model, I want to help people, and I want us to be a culture of where we're creating freedom. And freedom comes from not instilling a vision on what we want for you, but instead, what do you want to achieve, and we help you get that. And that's a lot of that stems from Ben Ward. Shout out to Ben Ward, my mentor. But if you help people get what they want, then they'll love it. And that's the key. And at the end of the day, it's like we want people to be successful and to make an impact in the world on what they care about. And so that's why we have multiple industries. That's why we're creating business owners. I'm really proud of, shout out to Carson Olds. He has a jewelry company he's been working on for about a year. I started a clothing business originally. We have Huntington Lissy, who, shout out to him, he started an SEO company recently, who I happen to be a guinea pig of first customer on that. Shout out to a lot of the guys. Colton Runyon was doing Windows. Gage Gridall doing Windows. We have just a bunch of guys who are doing different things, and that's what's exciting to me is watching people go and create their dreams.
Yeah, it is pretty cool to be able to be a part of a culture and industry that gets to tap into these different things. Because I'll be honest, knowing this industry, not a lot of regions or companies allow you to do this. They're pretty one-dimensional, which is good in a way. But in all reality, after the summer's over, how can we expand our knowledge, our money-making abilities, our hobbies, right? This is a time to be able to really grow and flourish outside of the door-to-door space or within the door-to-door space. So I think that's pretty cool that the tribe has those opportunities for everyone to be a part of. And especially your network is your net worth. So if there's so many people in here doing the same things and investing in the same type of opportunities, that type of culture is really powerful, that proximity, right? But Derek, obviously we heard a little bit about your upbringing, how you started. This is now year 6 for you. Mm-hmm. You've already developed probably $15 to $20 million worth of pest control revenue that's going to be happening this summer. What did you guys do last year in sales, by the way?
We only did 5. We've had most of our exponential growth after this summer. We got some big wins from a lot of guys, and now we're on our way to triple, almost quadruple, which is really big in business revenue. Okay,
so really quick, after first summer, did you have any recruits come out with you first summer?
No recruits first summer.
So just personally, you did your sales. Yep. What did you do your first summer again?
Back in the day, we were counting accounts. It breaks down to be almost $200,000 in revenue. Okay. But I did 330 accounts sold and 303 serviced.
Wow. Okay. Second summer, did you bring out any guys with you?
I did. I brought out, we originally had around 15 guys. We cut 4. We finished with 11 and 8 mainly produced.
Okay. Do you remember how much revenue you guys did as a total?
We did, with those 8 guys who were the main producers, we did $1.2 million.
Oh, that's pretty good after a first summer not having anybody and your first summer really recruiting, 1.2. Third summer, what'd you guys do?
Third summer, we were in Baltimore that year. We did about $2.4 million.
Okay.
In Baltimore, so we doubled.
Sweet. And then that was third summer. Fourth summer.
So third summer was we doubled, but like it was a year that we should have triple quadrupled. It was actually my hardest year and the year that I learned most of the things about my weaknesses. So going in my fourth summer, we ended up going to Atlanta, Georgia. We changed a lot in the culture, and that's where we really became what I call a God first organization and let the results speak org. And then we did $3 million on just that one team, and that was that year was all about redefining ourselves. And then the fifth year was this year. We did $5 million between 2 core organizations, which was Dauntless and then what's now called Forge.
Okay, awesome. Wow. So the first 5 years, get up to 5 million or so. We're predicting to be 3xing the amount this year.
And the reason we say that is because you can look at who's being brought on board, and then you can also see the capacity of current leaders. And so a lot of people are like, oh, yeah, let's go gun it. Well, I can actually like look on raw paper and say, hey, we have leadership capacity and we have volume. So that's why I have confidence in those numbers. But at the end of the day, the money hasn't been made yet, so we got to go produce.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, it's going to be an exciting summer for sure. We're all excited to see who's going to be performing. Really quick, little intermediate question here. Give me your top potential rookie for the tribe and then your top vet.
Yeah, this is like...
And what are they going to do?
Yeah. I love this question because I love the competitive aspect. It's something I've always loved, and that's where we've bonded a lot too.
Oh, absolutely.
Like me, I remember being in my training in the mission, and Skyler, we had like these little, like, imagine this computer, but it was like a little screen, and you just put in like a CD. I remember straight up, like, you'd play like Skyler on this little, it was like a 6-inch screen. We'd be eating breakfast in Del Maestro in Paraguay, and Skyler would be like eating his eggs in the morning, and then he'd be watching like his own game film.
I was obsessed with trying to get better at my hoops game for sure.
It's just the best, man.
Hey, it led to a college career, man.
It did. It did. You were at Shoreline right before you came on the mission.
Yep. Spent 2 years there, and then 2 years on the mission, and then 2 more years afterwards playing
ball.
Yeah.
And that was fun, and we really bonded over that. But the competitive aspect of this game is one of the best. And so I just love this. So I'm calling top pest vet during the summer time frame is going to be Zeke Wilson. I think that's the easiest locked-in 650K. And by easy, it's not never easy, but it's like, dude, I can look at actions. You can look at how the results speak. The guy was top rook on the Atlanta team. He was top vet in the org last year, did 420K, and then is on his way for 650 this year. And if you look into his office, like, he's auto-suggesting, visualizing, consistent as all get out. You can see him every day in the Forge chat. He's doing all the ice baths, just consistent, and he's not doing it for anybody but him.
Yeah,
so
I will second that. Zeke is very consistent. So over under 649,500 in revenue. We got Zeke on the over. He's hitting the over, servicing 650K. I like it. Okay, now top rookie. So let's see here. Let's have a little ceiling over here. Usually rookies don't do. I mean, top rookies at least anywhere between 200 to 300K. Is the top rookie who is it, first of all, and then second of all, is this rookie going to do over or under 299.5 thousand in revenue?
Yeah, I love how you're bringing the awareness to that, because doing 200,000 plus is strong. Like, that's a strong rookie number. Every year, just to give you an example, if you're averaging a 750 CV, then that's 300 accounts. So if you're averaging 1,000 CV, that's 300 accounts. That increases $100,000 in revenue on your entire year. So I think this year is going to be something we've never seen before. And the way that I'm putting my bet, I'm going to put my number one bet, as Lucas Schmidt in Forge. I'm putting my number one bet on him because of actions and attitude. It's hard to judge on results in the get-go because a rook is kind of a guess. You're just you're hoping on attitude and efforts.
They literally have no stats to back them up. This is a pure gamble.
It is. But I can trust people in their actions. He's been on multiple fiber blitzes. He's been, I've seen him really interact with his culture. And also, leadership is strong on that team. There's heavy leaders. There's going to be Golden Door, maybe multiple Golden Door guys on that team. So I really trust that group. I trust all the groups, but it's really fun to watch him put that in. In Dauntless, let me tell you this. I think that Lincoln, I don't actually remember Lincoln's last name, but he was putting up 10 to 11 accounts per day in the Fiber Blitz in Omaha.
Oh, wow.
And that's a lot. That's
Oh.
a lot. And so he was coming out to play as a rook, 18 years old, right out of high school, and he just said, hey, I want to show up, and I want to be serious about this. So I think that's a results thing, and I think if it's going to be between those two, I'm going to put a dead even tie between Lincoln and him. There's other guys like Cal Pugh. Cal is a technical rookie in the space, but he's a vet because he's done some solar. So I wouldn't put him. If it wasn't that case, I would have put Cal on top. I think Cal has potential to Golden Door this year as a first year in industry, just because he's steady Eddie, and that guy recruits more than I think that guy's one of the best recruiters I've ever seen.
Wow.
And so I just can trust some of that stuff. But once again, Lucas Schmidt and Lincoln, those are the ones I'm putting on top.
All right, I like that. Well, Lucas and Lincoln, you guys got some training to do. You guys got to get ready. But Derek, I think at this time I want to transition into, obviously this isn't self-made where you're at, right? You've been mentored. You've had a lot of great people in your blind eye along the way. Talk about Braden Roten, because I know he's our top regional manager. He's now president of sales, or vice president of sales, of Hawx Services, and obviously one of the top regionals in the tribe with you. Talk about him. What does he mean to you? And what's his role a little bit over here?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I love how you said that. That was like such a good question, because it takes awareness to say, hey, there's no one that's self-made in this industry. Like, seriously, there's no self-made millionaire or billionaire.
I agree with you. I do not believe that. So if someone says they're self-made, you're lying.
Yeah.
There's just no way. You're 99.9% of the time lying.
Yeah.
You've learned from something, whether it's from somebody on YouTube, whether it's somebody that you personally know, or somebody you met randomly. Like, you're learning skill sets and, other things in life that you're either making money off of or selling right now from another person or another mentor. There's no way you've done it by yourself.
Yes.
Very rare does that happen nowadays because of the reoccurring, things that we see time after time again.
Yeah. And when I got into this industry, I had multiple opportunities, multiple places, but I put my money, I hitched my wagon to somebody that I could trust their success and consistency. And that was Braden. So what's really cool is I remember last year reading a book called $100 Million Leads by Alex Hormozi. And that was a book, 3.5 years ago, we came here to Hawx, and we made a transition from a past company. And I remember him reading that book and saying, hey, I'm going all in. And he had the goal, because he met with Mike Paulus, who is the majority shareholder and investor here at Hawx. And Michael Paulus looked at Braden and he says, what are your goals? He's like, my goal is to get 1,000 pest reps. And what Mike Paulus said to Braden was, why not 10,000? That's what I did when I was in insurance. That's what Mike Paulus said. And keep in mind, Mike Paulus was 32 at the time. Now he's like 35. 32. And he's like, hey, I grew 10,000 reps in my insurance org. He's like, why can't you do this in pest? So Braden put it on himself to say, how can I be the first to do 10,000 reps? And he has that, and he's been plugging in every single day. Well, he's now the biggest regional in pest control history, and he's on his way to do $80 to $100 million in annual revenue right now in pest. And so the tribe will be anywhere between 15 to 20 of that. But I can't take any credit when it comes to that kind of stuff. He's picked me up when it's hard. And there's just a consistency. And I remember reading the $100 million leads, and why I brought that up is because now, 3.5 years later, he's about to do $100 million. And that is like no coincidence, because he's just applied all the different tactics of, hey, how can we scale our business? Cold contacting, warm contacting, headhunting, recruiting through warm networks. You know what I'm saying? So I can't take credit without mentioning Braden.
I love that. And he will be on this podcast for sure, for you guys to get to know him and what he's done and what he will be doing to keep leading the tribe along the way. So it's going to be exciting. But Derek, just last couple things before we round out the whole podcast here. Just talk about really quick, what does the future look like for the tribe? We've got 5 years. What is it? Since 2020, right? So tribe was born in 2020. It's already 5 years in. This is year 6 this year. we obviously know 15 to 20 million is the goal, is what it looks like. But what's it look like long term for everybody that's within the tribe? So if anybody else new coming in or people that are already here, what does it look like?
Yeah. My hope is to have as many people as possible to get to stage 5, which is franchisee, or another. It's just another word that I like to use for saying you start your own business. This is an entrepreneurship playground. And we all know that, in all reality, most people are not going to just do some sales job. I want you to do sales in your field. I want you to be an impact maker in your field. And Michael Paul said that to Braden. He's not even in insurance anymore. He's a multi-million-dollar investor. He was a good example to us of an entrepreneur. And my goal is to get as many people through all those stages as humanly possible. I want as many investors as humanly possible. I want us to have more real estate than we've ever had before. Every leader. I want every leader to be making educated decisions. I want every leader to have financial freedom. I want them to live broke, make a ton of money, and invest the rest. I want us to not be fazed by the world. I want us to live in the world but not be of the world, and be a very different space in sales. I want us to be God-fearing. I want us to be disciplined and accountable. And I want us to be free. And the way we can do that is through culture and systems. And anyways, that's what I see of this group.
Awesome. That's pretty cool. Well, we're excited to see more growth in this group. We're excited to see what it looks like the next couple months, next couple years. And it's going to be really exciting. But guys, to round out this video, we just want to introduce Derek. We just want to introduce what he's done, what he continues to do for us, and just the perspective of a regional manager and founder of the tribe. And on top of that, the future goals. Okay. If you guys want to be a part of this, if you're watching this and you're not part of the tribe, definitely reach out. All of the socials will be a part of the description for Derek and myself. So feel free to reach out. We can always contact you guys back. But before we get into the final remarks of this video, Derek, I do have some final hitters for you. It's one of my favorite things to do with all my friends in a podcast. But if you were to go to any sporting event in the world, where would you go and who is playing? And this is if you had all the money in the world and you can make this happen.
Yeah. Oh, man. It would definitely be soccer. I think people don't really know how soccer actually is in the world. Like, if you think football, then think football 10x, and that's how, like, certain places are in the world with soccer. Also, I played soccer my whole life. I would definitely say I would want to watch, dude, just Man City is on fire right now. Watching them in Manchester play against, dude, and it would honestly be a dream to watch Ronaldo play.
Okay.
Just Ronaldo's the GOAT, and just like watching them play against, I forgot even which team he plays for, but it's some like team in Dubai.
Yes, I believe so. Yeah, I already forgot who it was too, but I have followed Ronaldo quite a bit the last couple of years actually.
Yeah,
that's cool. So you'd rather go to that game? I'm assuming prime Ronaldo, right?
Prime Ronaldo would be sweet. It'd be
prime Ronaldo, Manchester. Who are they playing? And let's make this interesting. Let's make it. Is this a final Champions League? I'm sorry, a championship game in the Champions League?
It would be epic to watch some championship game. Like Man City, I don't know they would ever play this Dubai team because they're in different leagues. But like, if you could, ideally, like have that, watching Ronaldo play on his team, and then watching Man City, watching Holland. Dude, Holland's in my opinion the best player in the world right now.
Okay.
Just like unbeatable. So him on Man City, that's what I'd watch.
Love it, love it. 5 dinner guests, dead or alive. Famous person, family, it doesn't matter who it is. Who do you have sitting at the table with you?
5 dinner guests.
Dead or alive?
Yeah, Trump and Elon Musk.
Okay. All right, they're alive. They're doing well and they're alive.
I think Elon's the GOAT. Alex Hormozy.
Okay.
I would have...
And this could be anyone, too. This can be, like, musicians. It could be a famous actor. It could be, obviously, the president, whoever.
Yeah. I would have my girlfriend, and then I would have my... I'm going to throw in 2, so it's going to be 6. I'm going to have my mission president's wife.
Oh, okay.
I think that would be...
Deal.
Yeah, I think that would be sick.
I love it. I love it. 5 artists. on repeat in your headphones when you're working out, daily life? Who's playing?
Yeah, so my girlfriend's a singer, and she was my top list. I was like the number 1% of the 1% listening to her on Spotify.
You're such a good boyfriend.
I love her voice. I like make her sing, like whenever we're out. So she's one. I listen to Bach a lot and Mozart a lot. Just like, and it kind of drives people nuts. I think. Dude, also just like video game music, like like the intense video game music.
Oh yeah, some like instrumental stuff.
I get just pumped out of my mind with that. And then I would say the last thing would be, oh man, I'm just gonna say an audible book of whatever I'm listening to. Those are just what I listen to.
Yeah, that's a different playlist than most people I know, but I love it. Well, Derek, thanks for being here. You're the absolute man. You're a great human being too. That's my favorite thing about you. An amazing friend. So thanks for joining me. And guys, thanks for joining the Tribe Experience podcast. There's plenty more of this where we're heading. We're going to have amazing guests on that have been producing a lot for the Tribe Experience, and also some high-level leaders.
Yeah.
Okay. There's going to be a lot of people coming in here.
One last thing I'd love to say. This is our go-to one-stop shop for announcements as well, as the weeks are going on. For example, we got an awesome blitz that's going on next week. Shout out to that. The 12th through the 19th, we got multiple Golden Door guys. We got 51-plus people going on that blitz. That is going to be stacked. We got Braden Rowe and myself, every leader in Jacob Cole's org and in my org. It's going to be so sick. So I just love, like, announcements is going to be part of this. Competition with our KPIs, key performance indicators. We're just going a long way.
Cool. And then, guys, really quick, so if you guys want to get a hold of Derek, ask him any questions, Derek, where can the people find you?
Yeah, I would say Instagram is like a really good one.
And what's your handle?
Yeah. So the Derek Childs. I actually copied that because a good buddy of mine, the Blake Erickson. I just need to change mine, and I just loved his, so I was like, okay, that's sick.
That's funny because mine's the Sniper Sky, so it looks like we're all with a the in front of our handle. And then no spaces, right? So it's all together.
All
Derek
together.
Childs. Okay.
Yep, that would be the best place to find me. And then, that's it.
Sweet. Well, guys, thanks for being here. This is the first episode of the Tribe Experience podcast, and our man Derek Childs is here with us. He'll probably be on here again down the road, but stay tuned for episode 2 next week, and that's a wrap. Thanks, guys.
Peace.
Peace.